In this video, we'll talk about conditional statements, and we'll learn how how can we'll learn about conditional statements. So yeah, let's go. Make sure you practice the well, the what I told in every video. So please, my advice is please practice with different examples of your own. So first, let's talk about boolean values. So I actually showed you all about boolean values, true or false, in the previous video, in the some previous video. So now let's see what are boolean values. So boolean values are true and false. So true and false, so these are the boolean values. So if I just print, let's say 0 equal to 0, so here I got to use two zeros. If I just use two equal signs, so 0 equals 0, this will be assigning. So yeah, this will be assigning. So now if I can do, I should use two equal signs for boolean values. So I just run the code, it returns, sorry, so it will take a time. So here what we are doing is we're checking if 0 equals 0. It is true in this case, so it should return true. So let's see. um, okay, you might take some time. So now, so yeah, it might take some time. So what we are doing here is we're just checking if this 0 equal to this 0, so it is 0 equal to 0. So here we are using double equal to signs. This tells us if that is equal to this element is equal to this element, so that is why you will use double equal to signs here. So it is taking a pretty long time. Now this refresh the page. So we'll be just checking if 0, the value in the right equal to value in the left, while we are, and in the middle we will use double equal to sign to check if the value in the right equal to value in the left. So in this case it returns true. So this is all about boolean values, and we have another, rather than double equal to sign, we have other operator which is not equal to. We'll just put an exclamatory mark and an equal to sign in between of those two values to check if those are not equal, right? So these operators are also, we can use these operators on also strings equal to and not equal to. So I can just say s equal to s. So just say s equal to s, it will return true. It just returns true. And I can just, if I just add something sk, something like that, return false, because s is equal to, s is not equal to sk. So rather than equal to, if I just say not equal to, s is not equal to sk, that's true, so it returns true. So it's basically it is doing, if this condition is true, if this condition is correct, so if s is not equal to sk, it returns true. And if that condition is false, if s is not equal to if s is equal to sk, in this case it returns false, right? So now these are about equal to and not equal to. So we have another one, so which is greater than and less than, and that greater than or less than are only valid for numbers, and they are not valid for strings, as you all know. We can compare strings, right? So now you can just say 9 is greater than 2, then it should return false, then it's return true. No, I said 12, it returns false because 9 is less than 12. And we have also 9 is less than or equal to 12. So here we can just say 9 is less than or equal to, this is we can just use. So here what it is telling is 9 is less than 12 or 9 is equal to 12, right? So it is saying that if 9 is equal to 12 or 9 is greater than 12, it returns true. And if 9 is 9 is, if either of these conditions are not true, so if both of the conditions are false, then we'll print false, right? So this is how it works. So it should return true, so it should return false. Oh yeah, it is false because 12 is greater than 9 and not equal to 9, or not equal to 9. So now if I, and there is another one, so less than or equal to, so it should be true because 9 is less than 12 but not equal to. So if I just say 9 here, then 9 equal to 9, so either of these should be correct. So 9 is, it should return true because 9 is equal to 9 but not 9, but not 9 is not greater than 9, so either the one, it should be right. So this is it is also called a OR function. Either of these should be right. So this is conditional. This is how we produce boolean values. So these are the basic operations. So now I can do something like so I just create something like n equal to 9, doing like that, it returns true. Say 15, it should return false. So this is how it works. So now let's say if let's say if you want to perform an operation, if 9 is, if 15, if n is less than 9, and perform another operation if n is greater than 9, right? So perform different operations in different cases, then I can use something called conditionals, right? So these are conditional statements. So what I can just tell is, if, so I can use a keyword called if, and I can just write my condition. So if this condition is true, we'll just write a condition. So just first I will just, so this is the condition, this is the condition we will put, and we'll just try operation, we'll just do the operation. So now in this case the condition is, I can just say so I can just say, if in this case I can just say n is, if n is less than 9, I can just do something like operation like I can just print 9 plus 15, and yeah, this is how it works. So if I just say, we just run the code, so it is false, this condition is false and nothing happens, so this condition will not run. So now what if this condition is not true but we have another condition, right? So what if this condition is not true? So now what I can do is, I can just run another command called else. So I can just say else, if this condition is not true, then I'll run this condition. So this condition I can just print, I can just say 15 n minus 9, something like that. So it returns 6. So this is how it works. So I can just change the value, let's say 7, then let's see which condition is true. So this condition can be true, so 11, because 11 9 is less than 7. So what if we want another condition, right? So if n equal to, if the n is equal to 9, so what we have to do, right? So I can just write another condition saying else if, so I can just say elif for this thing, and the condition, so it is basically works like an if condition. So we'll just, so sorry, so we'll just write the condition, what, we'll just add el. So in this, what happens is, if this condition is true, the both condition will not work. So this is how it works. So we just use less than elif. If I use if, so if the both conditions are true, both the statements will run. So if you don't want those operation, you'll just use elif, elif. If I just say I can just elif, I can just say n equal to 9. If n is equal to 9, I can just print something like n into 9, right? So I can do something like that. These operations you can decide. So this is how conditions work. So if I just run the code, let's see which conditions work. This condition work because 7 is less than 9, and if I just say it is 9, this condition should work, which is 81, right? So this condition is true in this case because n is equal to 9, that is true. So this operation will work, right? So what if both of these are wrong? Let's say it is 87, then this condition will run, which is 87 minus 9. So this is how conditionals work. These are called conditional statements. And thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this video, and I'll see you in the next video.